So what's up? Here's that fantastic shading tutorial for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Subscribe, hit that like button, and hit that bell. Just so you guys can see some more of this stuff that I've been working on, this fantastic arrangement of stuff. Got some other stuff over there. Gonna show you what we can do with that stuff later. All that great stuff and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot. Today we're gonna be talking about shading in Dreams PS4 and whatnot. So how can you shade things fairly quickly in Dreams outside of using just the spray paint tool? Is that me singing? I'm gonna show you guys my singing at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. Also, this is good for plants. This is good for gravel, stuff like that, landscaping. So what you'll want to do, typically you'll want to make things smaller before you start doing it. Maybe even clone it like I just did. Then just downsize everything. I don't think you want it grouped together. You'll see why we're downsizing it here in a second. Then what you want to do is go here, press the up button to where this turns into a square, then choose the color. For shading, we're obviously using a darker color. And if it's smaller, it's just easier, depending on what it is, it's easier to shade. So this will work off of cloned objects. So you can see how it'd be easier to to shade a plant. There's different ways to shade. You can even shade with lighting, believe it or not. And then after you're done shading, you can upsize it if you want to, or you can downsize the character to where it's this kind of, to where it's the size that would be, appropriate for your landscape. So that's how you would shade a landscape. You can shade with lighting also if you like mess with the gradient effects. What you want to do, typically you want to actually mess with this stuff right here. So you want to read this stuff, shadows, midtones. It's actually important. So if you want to get rid of the sparkle fuzziness that you might see, I usually turn that down, but you can mess around with it. I'll have a better video for this later. But here you can see the shadows. You can read all that stuff. Just mess around with this, and then this will also help your lighting shading, if that makes sense. Also mess with this, just so you can see exactly what it's doing. You can probably get the idea there. And I usually turn this down. Some helps with the resolution, but sometimes you don't want to. And you can mess with everything else as you see fit. And you can see what I mean by you can use lighting as shading. That should be because of that. But if you can mess around with the color, because some colors won't be affected by this kind of shading, or this kind of lighting shading. So you can mess around with the colors, I do believe, just so we can get an idea of what I'm talking about. See? What else? What else? What else? Is there anything else I'm leaving out? There probably is. I mean, I might make a second shading video. I might. But for the most part, I do believe this is it. For the most part. It's just some extra stuff that I'm showing you right here. That's pretty dope, isn't it? Hyperrealism. And you can see what the darkness is doing. So here you guys go. Shading, and let's go ahead and get to my singing. Oh boy, it is pretty fire though. My raps are. You can look on my raps and dreams. Like I know my raps are fire. Let me go ahead and unplug my mic, and we can go ahead and take a listen. You should be. Why would you lie for free? You should be much richer than me. Why would you lie for free? You should be much richer than me. Why would you lie for free? You should be much richer than me. You should be. You shouldn't tell me how to dream, since you don't even know how I sleep. You shouldn't tell me how to die, since no one knows the meaning of life. I said, don't tell me how to dream, since you don't even know how I sleep.
I'm not blind, so tell me who you're seeing. They don't know why I keep on bleeding. And since the city's never sleeping, I don't know why they don't just put me in. Saving your life, I'm mirroring right. Hearing the mic while lyricists write. When I'm in the sky, I'm littering kites. I don't care who you think is my type. Drive-by shooter, not my future. Seen it all before, you people tried to skewer. Win me over, you used to call me loser. Remember the tie doesn't make the suitor. Remember the money doesn't keep her humor. We all have dreams, but only one can live them. That number don't change unless the money's dripping. So how much am I worth? I can let a team in. It's the voice that made an atheist believe in dragons. And if I fell off, I could bring back sagging. For all you fake people out there that like bragging, I could tell you right now you ain't in my bracket.
You shouldn't tell me how to dream, since you don't even know how I sleep. You shouldn't tell me how to die, since no one knows the meaning of life. I said, don't tell me how to dream, since you don't even know how I sleep.
But when I do sleep, if death is his cousin, I gotta move deep to tell you what's buzzing. Having no money was not my nightmare. We don't know why we dream, it ain't to give air. It's easy to confuse ambition as greed. I ain't God, birds poop on human beings. We don't lack sleep for people on the streets and wonder why no one wants to fix the concrete. So don't blame me when karma has dreams, cause everybody here has to sleep. I'm counting money instead of sheep. I'm rolling on the ground like seeds. Don't look, I've seen halfway crooks. I'd rather see the whole thing cause this ain't in the books. You can't read me, I'm not in library, but I've seen every branch on every tree, and I just wanted a heavenly scene. And when I jump on, let the melody sing. I'ma do me until pigs have wings. I have more shoes than the ground has G, so don't judge where I come from, cause they don't tell you where I go when I come up. Yeah.